or congruent or shapes, whatever. Today we're going to use congruent parts or corresponding parts as a way of something to prove. So before we use them as a way to prove our triangles, today we're going to prove that parts are congruent because we have triangles that are congruent. So this thing that we're talking about is Cpctc. What it stands for. Are we ready?
Yes.
Corresponding.
Oh boy.
Parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Put that in there. C, T, C, T, C.
Is that supposed to be congruent?
Yeah. The corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Basically what that means is if I tell you A, B, C, D, E, F, if I tell you the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF, then basically I can match letters. If these are congruent, then A matches D,
They've already learned this.
D. So what I was saying is, all we got, we've gotten this part, right? Triangles are congruent because what are our four things? SSS, SAS, ASA, and AAS. So we're using the exact same things, except for now we're going to have one more step. Instead of proving triangles are congruent, I might say prove angle A is congruent to angle B. So you're going to go through everything that we did to prove the triangles are congruent. Then you're going to say this because of Cpctc. Basically one more step to prove. That's it.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
I think.
So the triangle is congruent. That's like your proof, and then
No, it used to be our proof. Now this
So
thing
that's
is going to be our proof, but we have to do this first. Then we can do that.
Okay.
So it's basically just like one more step on from what we were doing.
Oh.
Okay. So we use this when you're asked to prove that parts are congruent. What do I mean by parts? Those are our sides or angles. So when the proof thing says side congruent to side or angle congruent to angle, this is when you use this. First, you must prove the triangles are congruent. That's kind of what I was saying in my messed up way over there. So it's just one more step added on at the end.
So it goes after the proof.
No, it is the proof. It goes after the triangles. Because you're used to saying, so like look at this one. Here it says prove our angles are congruent. It used to say prove our triangles are congruent.
Yeah.
So in order to prove that our angles are congruent, the first thing we have to prove is that our triangles are congruent. Then we can say our angles are congruent. Does that kind of make sense?
Yes.
The proof thing isn't going to say triangles anymore. It's going to say sides or angles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so the proof is like that, what's given? That, like, that's what I would write down if I was proving it?
Well, this is
Or
always
whatever.
the proof part's always your last step. That's
So
always
that's
your
what I
last
would
step.
write down.
Yeah, that's why it's last.
And
Makes sense,
no
yeah.
matter if it's a angle or side, it's always going to be the Cpctc.
Yep.
No matter what.
Whenever you have angles or sides, your last reason should always be Cpctc.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go through this. Like I said, the first chunk shouldn't be bad. Why do I know that MP is congruent to ON? It's given. That says right here. That's given. Let's make sure that's marked. MP. Oh, I get that's marked. Why do I know PO and M are congruent?
Given.
It's also given. Make sure that's marked. Good there. Okay. Remember, the first thing you have to prove is that the triangles are congruent. So what other info would I need to know that the triangles are congruent? Tell me.
MO equals OM.
I got you. Look at MO is congruent to MO, and why is that? Reflexive. Good. Mark it. Okay. Now what can I say?
That the triangles are congruent.
My triangles are congruent. Yeah. So let's go triangle OMN is congruent to triangle MOP. And why are my triangles congruent?
That's
Side,
it.
side, side.
SSS. Okay. Uh-oh, that's not good. Light bulb's going. So far, would you agree that this is just old info?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so are we good so far? Okay, now that I know my triangles are congruent, I can say angle OMN, this angle here, and angle MOP, these are congruent because my triangles are congruent. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. So literally, instead of having your proof be triangles, you have to do the triangles, and then your proof part is always going to be Cpctc, the reasoning. Find this order?
Yeah, it helps that it's always going to be Cpctc.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, your statements, reasons, like your first line, you always know this, and this is always given.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you're going to have your triangles, or your triangles, because of 3 letters, and then you're going to have your proof part, and it's always Cpctc. Alright, let's look at this little guy. Looking at your picture, how would I prove that my triangles are congruent? I think this is one from your quiz, actually. What would you use? Out of my 3 letters, what would I use to prove my triangles are congruent?
You either like side.
Side angle, side. Yeah, I have side. I know this angle and this angle, right? And make sure that's side. Okay. So you would say triangle, let's go SOP, is congruent to, if I say SOP, what do I gotta say? ROP. And I would say they're congruent by SAS. Okay, obviously this is an informal proof. Now, why is it true that SP is congruent to RP? Why is it true? It's not marked before. Why is it true that those are congruent?
Would it be given?
It's not a given thing. I just said our triangles are congruent.
Cpctc.
Yeah, Cpctc. Once you have triangles, you can say anything else in those triangles are congruent. Because the triangles are congruent.
No, anything, it doesn't have to be angles.
Doesn't have to be angles.
Okay.
Well, it has to be angles or sides. But doesn't just have to be angles. Alright. Try another one. First thing of my proof is always what? My given thing, x is the midpoint of wy and vz. What's it mean to be a midpoint of wy?
WX and YX is congruent.
Perfect. Wx is congruent to xy or whatever, and why is that?
Definition of midpoint.
Def of midpoint. What else do I have for my given? Yeah, what about these Z?
X midpoint of Z.
So what do I know?
Vx is congruent to xc.
Vx and xz are congruent. Why?
Def of midpoint.
Def of midpoint. Okay. Given's all done. That means I'm up to my picture. What's my picture 6? Vertical angles, yeah. So let's go angle WXV is congruent to angle YXZ. Because why?
Vertical angles there.
Vertical angles. Now what can I say?
Now we do the triangles.
My triangles are congruent. Good. So let's go triangle of these same letters. WXV is congruent to triangle YXZ. Because why?
SAS.
SAS. Am I done?
No.
No. My proof part is that angle X, W, V, and these. That those are congruent. Can I say that?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, since your triangles are congruent, those are congruent. So it's proof part, angle X, W, V is congruent to angle X, Y, Z. And I can say that because
Cpctc.
Cpctc. Isn't that what I'm saying? A little bit. No, you're not congruent, it's fine. So like I said, we're doing the exact same stuff, just adding one step, which is your proof part, raising the Cpctc. Another one. First thing, write down, you're given. PS parallel QR and angle QPS is congruent to Olivia SRQ. I'm gonna mark QPS and SRQ. That's the only info that I'm given that I can mark. What else do I got going on?
Parallel lines.
Parallel lines. What are parallel lines? Tell me.
I'm using alternate interior angles.
Ooh.
An interior.
Parallel lines. Tell me alternate interior. Pick some alternate interior angles.
QNX.
PSQ.
PSQ. Okay, I'm gonna say PSQ. What else do I gotta say? SQR. And why are those congruent? Okay, now I've used my other given thing. What else do we got? So far I got angle. Reflexive, what's reflexive? QS is congruent to QS, I can't write. Because reflexive. Okay. Now what?
Triangles?
Triangles. I can say triangle QPS is congruent to triangle SRQ. Because what?
Angle sides.
Angle, side. My proof part says PQ is congruent to RS. And I can write that down because I already have my triangles, which means what I write for a reason.
Cpctc.
Cpctc. questions there? Lots and lots. We're gonna skip this one. So go to your one that looks like this. First thing always, write your given. RS is congruent to VS. RT is congruent to VU. And angle R and angle V are right angles. Marky, marky. Marky, marky. What other info do I need? To prove angle T and angle U are congruent.
Nothing. Triangles already proved up that.
We have to write down the triangle thing first.
You agree?
That sounds.
Missing one step.
To prove the triangles?
Can't do triangles right now. You have to have congruent stuff in order to do triangles. So this is congruent, this is congruent. Doesn't say angle R is congruent to angle V.
But they're both right angles, so that means they're the same.
So we have to write it.
Oh.
Oh,
So
okay.
angle R is congruent to angle V. And what's my reasoning for that?
All right angles are the same.
All right angles congruent. Alright. Now that we got them congruent, what can I do?
Say triangle RST and SVU. Congruent.
Ooh, that's not true though. RST is not congruent to SVU.
VSU.
Yes. Triangle RST is congruent to VSU because
SAS.
SAS. And then do what? Prove part. Angle T is congruent to angle U because why?
Cpctc.
Okay, one more.
Yeah.
Write down your given. MS is parallel to TR. And MS is congruent to TR. What else do we got?
Is the midpoint.
I can go straight to say A is the midpoint of MT.
No.
And they're corresponding angles.
Corresponding angles,
Because of the parallel.
vertical,
Alternate interior.
alternate interior angles. Give me some.
MSA.
MSA, angle.
R.
So how about just S?
Oh, yeah.
SM,
R.
R. When in doubt, use 3, but in this case, we have to. And they're what kind of angles?
Alternate interior.
Alternate interior. Olivia, you were saying something. Vertical angles. Angle. Now we gotta use 3. MSA is congruent to TRA. Or I'm sorry. Whoa. MAS. I'm sorry. MAS is congruent to RAT. I think we gotta go TR, but that's good. And they are congruent because they are vertical
Why do you have to go T angles? We
So
started
if you
at the
ended with
top.
S here, you gotta end with pressure. Now what? Triangle. The triangle MAS is congruent to triangle TAR, because why?
Okay. Angle, side.
Angle, side. Alright. Let's look at what this thing says A is the midpoint of MT. What's it mean to be a midpoint?
To be in the middle.
To be in the middle. If you were given A as the midpoint of MT, what would you say?
Given.
The MA and AT are congruent.
Yeah. I want to say that MA is congruent to AT. Why can I say that sides are congruent? Why do I know that those sides are congruent?
Because A is the midpoint of MT.
Cpctc.
Cpctc. Since these are congruent, I can say my proof part. If MA and AT are the same, it has to be true that A is the midpoint of MT. So kind of thinking backwards, if you were given this and said this, what was your reasoning why you said that? Why can you say, if it's working backwards, that MA is congruent to AT? If you know A is a midpoint. So if you were given that A is the midpoint of MT, why could you say that MA is congruent to AT? Because A is a midpoint. Would you write A as a midpoint on your reasoning?
No.
What would you write?
MA is congruent to AT.
On the reason part?
Oh wait, no, the reason part is C.
Def of midpoint. Good Olivia. So the reason that I can work backwards is def of midpoint. I can say my sides are congruent to the Cpctc. Then because of the definition of midpoint, I can say A is midpoint of MT.
What is the reason
Def of midpoint. So you can say your sides are congruent because of Cpctc. And then what it means